Kansas City Chiefs squared off against the Seattle Seahawks in the preseason. Patrick Mahomes did not play, and Travis Kelce did not play. Gardner Minshew stepping in as a starter. He did okay. Tight end Travis Kelce sat out. Another offensive starter did not include tight end Noah Gray, Kreem Hunt, quarterback Patrick Mahomes. The Seahawks had some big rushing yards, and that could be a concern in the regular season. If they want to be elite still, they don't want to have those 100 rushing yards games. The Chiefs lose 33-16. The Chiefs were not playing their starters, so understandable the Chiefs were without. Chris Jones and Trent McDuffie sat, and Nick Bolton and Drew Tranquil and Isaiah Pacheco had one screen catch on that. That was a good one for 10 yards. Sky Moore had a 98-yard punt return for 6. That was the information for the game. The Chiefs lose 33-16. The Chiefs have a new series called Kingdom on ESPN out. The other game was the Titans and Falcons last night, 23-20. Falcons over Titans, 23-20. The other games of the NFL today were the Steelers and Bucks. They lead right now 7-0. The Ravens over the Cowboys 5-0. The Giants over the Jets 7-3. The Chargers over the Rams. The Rams over the Chargers 7-3. Today's finals of games. Packers beat the Seahawks 23-19. Browns beat the Eagles 22-13. Patriots beat the Vikings 20-12. And Texans beat the Panthers 20-3. And Dolphins beat the Lions 24-17. Raiders beat the 49ers beat the Raiders 22-19. And tonight, Cardinals and Broncos are the last game at 8:30 Eastern. The Royals beat the White Sox 3-1. Salvador Perez gave the Royals the lead for good. It was an important part of the game. Also, an important part of the game was when Noah Cameron came in at the left and with the bases loaded and a double play that was hit hard to Bobby Witt Jr. He caught it, jumping up, and then he made the play to second. To get him out, he was leaning over the base. The right base runner was. Tonight, Michael Lorenzo will go for the Royals, and White Sox have Sean Brick. Game has already started. It is 1-0 Royals. The bad news, though, is Vinnie Pasquantino went out with an injury. Tomorrow's game, if we don't get to it, Ryan Bergert will be on the mound for the Royals. And for the Sox, Dylan Marte for the Sox. The Cubs lost yesterday 3-2. And today's game, the Cubs won today 3-1. They go for the series tomorrow. Andrew Haney will go for the Pirates, who has a high ERA. Gerard Sard has a high ERA, but only to make his second start of the season this season. He only had a bad start in his first one. The Cardinals lost to the Yankees. Cardinals tried to rally, but were denied. Yankees win 4-3. Currently, right now, the Yankees lead the Cardinals 2-1, top of the second. Now let's move on to college football. Texas Tech is our preview today, with Big 12 hopes of college football hopes on the optimism. After finishing 5-4 in Liberty Bowl, the fueled number 2 ranked transfer class and Big 12 championship in a college football playoff hope is their hope. Aggressive, the Red Raiders were one of the National's most NIL spenders, accumulating $15.2 million and $20.5 million salary cap, second to only Texas. And, of course, that is helpful from Patrick Mahomes, I'm sure. Offensive highlights, TAF transfer portal. Texas Tech signing off on a top porter class of national strong in techniques and adding 5 defensive linemen, backs, and top-tier name DT Lee Hunter and DL, defensive line David Batley, and safety Cole Wininski. Coaching overwhelms. Offensive coordinator Mac Welch, and formerly Texas State, joins to deliver a calm under pressure. Defensive coordinator Shai Wood from Houston brings a structure into the unit. Was one of the worst in the conference of pass defense, programs upside alongside of personnel additions. School invested in 242 facilities and upgrades and signals launch into a program for a new era. Quarterback Brandon Morton returns after a shoulder injury. He threw 2,976 yards and 25 TDs, completing passes of 2024. The defense is loaded with talent. Bailey Hunter, Romeo Hunter, Height, Skylo Grill, and Howard offered deep depth. Senior linebacker Jacob Rodriguez, who has led the national in tackles last year and earned a preseason player honor. Landon Gutchen is a number 1 overall recruit at the edge, earning a passive alumni with Patrick Mahomes. Felix Ojo is a 5-star tackle and signed the most institutive with the NIL deal of school history, $5.1 million over 3 years. The running back crops will be led by committee Quentin Johnson and Jacoby Myers and Cameron Dickey, following departures of Tajah Brooks at tight end, and Tajon Carter joins from Louisiana is expected to play a key role. And a wide receiver, Michael Hudson, returns the highest rated recruiter in program history. The schedule will look like this. August 30th versus Arkansas Pine Bluff in Lubbock, Texas at 6:30. On September 6th versus Kent State, Lubbock, Texas, 11 a.m. versus Oregon, which will be a tough one, 2:30 p.m. in Lubbock, Texas at AT&T. Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, Houston, Texas versus the Kansas and Lubbock, Texas. Arizona State versus Oklahoma and Lubbock, Texas. Arizona State is at Tempe, Arizona. Kansas State, Manhattan, November 1st, November 8th versus BYU, Lubbock, Texas, versus UFC, November 15th, Lubbock, Texas, November 29th at West Virginia, Morgantown. Projected record, best stealing case is 11-1, baseline 4 is 8-4. I'll get them 10-2. That's Sam on Sports.